Hello, my name is Claudine Cassar and I've been working in the IT sector for the last 20 years. I started my career originally at the University of Malta, where I read for a degree in business and computing because I wanted to have a mix of the practical business world and also the technology in order to be able to set up a company in the technology sector. I then went on to study a master's in international marketing in Glasgow at a time when the internet was starting to become the clear path for the future. We're talking 1997, the start of the dot-com boom. It was very clear to me that living on a small island like Malta meant that the internet was very, very important for us as a bridge to the world. So I came back from my degree in 1997 and started thinking about how to bring together my two passions, namely IT and marketing, in order to set up something new. And it was in 1998 that I founded Alert Communications, which was at the time the first web development company on the island. Since we set up, we never looked back. 18 years down the line, we were then approached by Deloitte, who acquired Alert Communications, and the team, my team, became part of Deloitte Malta, and we now are the technology arm of Deloitte. And I lead the technology consulting practice of the firm. As I just said, I lead the team, and one of the things that has been really encouraging over the last 2 years is to see how Maltese talent is as good as, and in some cases better than, talent outside of our island. We always think of ourselves as a small island, we always think of ourselves as small and not competitive. The reality is that we are just as good as any team in continental Europe and even in other countries, and we have proven this over the last 2 years by winning a number of projects in countries like Saudi Arabia, in countries such as Gibraltar and Italy, and we are going strong. It's been an amazing experience for me over the last 2 years. I have gone beyond, I've gone outside my comfort zone. Obviously 18 years of doing business in Malta made Malta a very comfortable place for me to work in. However, I have been to Saudi, I've closed deals wearing an abaya and a headscarf, and it has really brought home to me that there is nothing that a girl or a woman cannot achieve, whatever the environment, as long as she has the passion and the will and the drive to make it happen. That is not to say that I did not encounter obstacles along the way. It's never, in life you've always got ups and downs and peaks and troughs, so yes, there were hard times. I believe that anyone, be a girl, boy, male, female, you always encounter problems in your career and hurdles that you need to jump over. However, in the case of women, there are some specific issues that need to be addressed. In my case, for example, early on in my career, when I set up Alert, I had problems accessing bank finance because I was told that, given the fact that I was a young woman, the likelihood was that when I set up a family, I would have shut down the business. And yet here I am, 20 years later, with 3 kids and a happy family, and I haven't stopped my career. So yes, there will be prejudice that will impact you and will create problems, but that doesn't mean that you should allow it to stop you. If anything, I always took these comments on board and used them to motivate me and drive me to go to the next level. One of the things that I always say is that a really important thing when you have a vision is to invest in earplugs and just stick them in, ignore the naysayers and just keep on walking and driving yourself towards your end goal. The thing about having children is something that I know many girls worry about, and I know that many parents worry about. I know that guidance teachers and counselors take it into consideration. And my message is that no girl, especially girls under the age of 20, should be making decisions on the basis of children they might or might not have in the future. At that point, you should be making decisions on the basis of what drives you, what you're passionate about. Because then what you will find is that passion will fuel you through, and will enable you to become a success, and will enable you to find solutions when the day comes, should the day come that you build a family. I had, as I said, I had 3 kids, and it was not easy to have children and have a business and travel, but it's not impossible. And by being very good at what you do, it makes you valuable, and it means that employers will give you the flexibility you need. And this is particularly so in the case of the IT sector, because there is such a shortage of resource, such a shortage of talent, that employers will do whatever it takes in order to keep good people. And that includes things like flexible hours, things like career breaks while raising children. It's all possible, it's all there. So please, if you are interested in IT, if you are interested in entrepreneurship, don't give up before you've even begun. Give it your all, and then basically build your career around your family life. It can be done, and I am proof of that.